On the 7th of September 2022, Brazil's Ministry of Justice issued an order halting the sale of all iPhone models that are higher than iPhone 12 unless Apple will change its policy and includes charges when selling. But this is nothing compared to the big problems that Apple is facing right now. Reportedly, Apple completely lost control of its employees, and a group of Apple employees has sent a very angry letter to the company's management team over its office working rules. According to these employees, instead of allowing them to select their workplace, Apple treats employees like schoolchildren who must be told when and where to go, as well as what homework to complete. Seems like Apple's policy of semi-work from home is an ineffective form of working that Apple uses on its employees, and they are very frustrated with it. But there's more for now. Finances, reputation, market share, even survival, everything is on the line for Apple. Moreover, Elon Musk came out and stunned everyone when he critiqued Apple and directly compared Tesla's and Apple's employees. Elon identified a very surprising difference between Tesla's and Apple's working experience. This is a very interesting story, so let's explain it. Elon Musk has mocked Apple, claiming that his staff refers to the corporation as the Tesla graveyard. Musk dismissed reports that Apple is stealing key members of his crew to work on its long-rumored self-driving car project. Important engineers? Musk said that Apple has just hired employees fired from Tesla. He added that in all seriousness, if you don't get a job at Tesla, you go work for Apple. When asked if he viewed Apple seriously as a rival to the automobile business, Musk laughed and said, "Did you ever look at the Apple Watch?" All jokes aside, he considers it great news that Apple is advancing or investing in this direction. Cars, on the other hand, are far more intricate than phones or smartwatches. However, for Apple, the electric vehicle is the next natural step toward eventually offering a big invention. A better pencil or a larger iPad is not sufficient. Apple's quest to develop its self-driving car is quickly becoming one of Silicon Valley's worst-kept secrets. Although the corporation has never stated that it is working on a vehicle, papers leaked in August revealed that it was looking for a 2,100-acre old military facility outside San Francisco for private testing. The business met with California officials in September to evaluate the state's autonomous car legislation. Moreover, in a podcast interview, Tesla's chief of design, Franz von Holzhausen, slammed Apple's design choices and asserted that their products provide nothing to look forward to. Apple's products, according to Holzhausen, are just a continuation of prior product designs with minor enhancements. When you think about it, Tesla's chief of design isn't entirely wrong. Since the iPhone X, which debuted as a redesigned iPhone in 2017, Apple has released iPhones that share the same notch and form factor. Since then, the business has made only minor adjustments to the iPhone's appearance. And if you've been on the internet since Apple's current iPhone 13 series was announced, you must have seen memes slamming Apple for merely altering the position of the cameras, but leaving the overall design the same as its iPhone 12 series. As a result, the Tesla executive's criticism is justified. He developed Tesla's Model S, Model 3, Model X, and the unreleased Cybertruck. Holzhausen went on to attack the Apple Watch, claiming that he hasn't found much use for it other than the fitness aspect, even though he wears one himself. Moreover, Apple currently has its hands full of lawsuits. The company recently settled a lawsuit with the Federal Trade Commission in the United States for approximately $14.6 million. The company was accused of storing consumer information on its iCloud servers and selling their information to third parties. And in this tough period, a group of Apple employees has sent an angry letter to the company's management team over its office-bound work rules, which prohibits them from working remotely for more than 2 days each week. They stated that they wanted to record some of their opinions on their return to work so that Apple could better understand why they were skeptical of the hybrid working experiment. According to Apple, the decision to launch the hybrid working pilot was made to balance the need to commute in person with the benefit of flexible work. However, it doesn't recognize flexible employment and is primarily motivated by fear. Fear of the future of work, worker autonomy, and loss of control. The organization claims that Apple's reasoning about the spontaneity that comes from stumbling into co-workers is incorrect due to Apple's segregated office arrangement, which makes it hard to stumble into colleagues, and that remote platforms like Slack are far superior for interaction and collaboration. Employees also claim that the necessity for in-person cooperation is not a daily or even weekly need, with some not even requiring it once a month. According to them, the hybrid working pilot program is one of the most unproductive methods of bringing everyone together in one space on occasion. The letter claims that Apple's open plan offices make it difficult to produce innovative and exceptional work because it is difficult to focus, and that Apple's hybrid approach provides employees with almost no flexibility at all. They are not demanding that everyone be compelled to work from home. They want to choose for themselves, in collaboration with their teams and direct managers, what type of working environment works best for each of them, whether it's at an office, from home, or a hybrid approach. Basically, just stop treating staff like schoolchildren who must be instructed when and where to go and what homework to complete. The letter also criticizes the drain on mental and physical resources that commuting causes, and claims that a fixed 3-day office week will make Apple younger, whiter, more male-dominated, more neuronormative, more able-bodied. In other words, it would lead to privileges deciding who can work for Apple rather than who is the best fit. The letter concludes with a quote from the late Steve Jobs. Jobs famously said that hiring clever people and then telling them what to do makes no sense. We hire smart people to advise us on what to do. According to former French Digital State Secretary Cédric O, Apple is acting like a classic monopoly in fighting European rules that threaten its supremacy. He considers it an aberration to democracy if a firm, no matter how inventive, feels it is more of a guardian of public interest than democratically elected governments. He was alluding to Apple's recent objections to EU law. The US corporation has criticized the EU Digital Markets Act, DMA, which aims to provide EU authorities the authority to curb abuse of dominance in the internet industry. Apple says that the regulation will have a substantial impact on the security of its devices. According to Cédric, the EU's new legislations invert the burden of proof for authorities to crack down on abusive behavior. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.